Yankees have already been here a couple of times, and now it's the Red Sox. Welcome to Nationals Park. When you got a bat and you're 60 feet away, that's kind of what Max Scherzer looks like if you're a big league hitter. He's going to match up with his old friend Rick Porcello tonight. Game one of a three-game series. Didn't expect the Nats to be in this position coming off that road trip. But these are 3 days where there is great opportunity ahead.
Hey, you feel like if they could beat the Red Sox, a team that's 27 games over 500, you get a little momentum. The first place team in the AL East, you come in here, it's got a good buzz going already at the ballpark. You feel like the guys are going to be up for the game. The Red Sox got in late, but you win tonight with your ace on the mound. Who knows what can happen in this series? It could be something to build on. Yeah,
and the Nats are several days away from getting some big bats back in the lineup. But for now, let's talk about that big bat. He's the Rookie of the Month for June. Juan Soto hitting for power, doing everything a rookie could possibly do last month.
If you didn't vote for Juan Soto for Rookie of the Month for June, you should have your ballot taken away for life. When you look at what he did in Yankee Stadium on the biggest stage, the 2-home run game, the one late to put the ball club up 5-4, then June 29th, the 2-home run game. This guy hit .317 in the month. 6 doubles, 6 home runs. Was just sitting at a table with Tony La Russa downstairs. He's asking me all about Juan Soto. He's the talk of baseball right now. Wherever we go, people are asking us, is Juan Soto this good? And our answer is yes.
So it's Soto and the Nats against a Red Sox ball club that has the most wins in Major League Baseball. They also have scored the most runs. It's a fascinating matchup when you think about Max Scherzer facing these guys. Only thing I'd like to see is JD Martinez in there tonight. He's the leading power guy in all of baseball. He's got the night off. But there's going to be some great individual matchups in this game.
Yeah, not that JD's scared of anybody, but it's a good night to have a night off against Max Scherzer. But when you talk about Rick Porcello, Max Scherzer, two buddies. They played together in Detroit for 5 years together. They both won the Cy Young in their respective leagues in 2016. They text each other all the time. They're looking forward to the start. We'll talk more about it once we get going during the game. But Max against his friend, is that a game face or what? Check that out, walking in from the bullpen. And there's Rick Porcello. A lot of ground balls, different kind of pitcher than Max. He's got a good sinker. He's got a high ground ball rate. He's not a strikeout guy like Max is.
And he's getting 3 or 4 times the run support this year that Max Scherzer's getting. Max has had 2 runs to work with in his last 4 games. So we've got some guys who coming off big weekends. Adam Eaton had 5 hits in the series at Philadelphia. And then the guy behind him, Trey Turner, had 9. Trey Turner is now 90 hits, and he's in the top 7 or 8 in the National League. So here we go, Nats, Red Sox. It's a gauge of how good you are for the next 3 days. PNC Bank. There's no better time to act than today. PNC, Make today the day. And by Ocean City, Maryland. There's no end to the fun you'll have in Ocean City. Plan your trip today at OCOcean.com. Big crowd gathering, hot night at the Yard. It's going to be an exciting 3 days with the Red Sox in town. There's Alex Cora, a former Nat, of course. Jerry Lane's the crew chief there, number 24. And both skippers, good friends, both of Puerto Rican descent. Davey said it's a big day for his country. A guy that he's friends with. They're going to compete hard with each other for the next 3 days here. And they got the holiday uniforms on, stars all over the red numerals. It's 96. Humidity, half of that. That's good news. And we'll be getting underway shortly with Max Scherzer and the Nats taking the mound for a scheduled 7:08 first pitch. ESPN is also in the house. So there are the overlapping years, as FP mentioned, Porcello and Scherzer in 16 after Max had come over here from the Tigers. The Nats have the second most wins in Major League Baseball since the start of the 2013 season, and the Red Sox in that time have been the best in interleague play. 70-13. Come on, that's got to be a misprint. Mookie Betts, he's in MVP conversations all over the American League right now, and his teammate JD Martinez not in the lineup tonight. 25 homers, 67 RBIs. But these guys have the second highest batting average in baseball to the Cubs, first in runs, second to the Yankees in home runs. Max 4-4, 10 career starts against Boston.
There's the Arsenal fastball averaging 94. Opponents hitting 185 against the fastball, 127 against the slider, and 136 against the change. 10-4 last time out. 1 run on 4 hits over 7 innings, and he lost. It's 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. Max has had a couple 2-3 tough luck losses so far this year. Here's the defense for the Nats. Soto, Harper, Eaton in the outfield. Turner, Defoe up the middle. Rendon, Murphy at the corners. Pedro Severino behind the plate. Bryce Harper in center field. All the talk before the game was Bryce took ground balls at first today, and the skipper said, well, if we get in a bind, doesn't hurt that he knows that position.
7:08 first pitch, and Max Scherzer a strike to Mookie Betts, who's never faced him before. In fact, only 3 batters in the Red Sox lineup tonight have. So Mookie's first in the American League and all of baseball at 339.
Max jumping out of bed with 96.
.430 on base percentage for Betts. Did he go? No, says Vic Carapazza. His 9th year, he's at first. Jordan Baker's 7th year at second.
97.
Wow.
He looked fired up to me. We just showed him in the open walking in. He had a different look.
Jeremy Rehak is the umpire. Third, and as mentioned, Jerry Lane behind the plate.
You'd think he'd be fired up, right? Big series. Red Sox in town. Good lineup. Second most home runs in baseball.
And his ball club needing a win. High in the right side, playable. Murphy and Defoe. Daniels going to take it for the first out of the series.
So this is earlier today. Bryce Harper with Tim Bogart taking some ground balls. I love the sleeve, by the way. Just in case, I mean, I don't think it's that huge a deal. Bryce, a baseball player. He could probably play shortstop if you put him there. He took ground balls at first in spring training, too, so maybe a way to get Michael A. Taylor in there in center field. You never know, but they're downplaying it. But the fact that he was out early taking them, talk amongst yourselves. Never know, right?
Fastball, strike call, up in the zone to Andrew Benintendi.
Pedro Severino's gear is awesome, by the way.
Yeah, Max looks like he's throwing to a flag. Down and in, 0-2.
That's sweet. I love it. The sleeve, the chest protector, the shoulder guards, strong. America.
Target away on 0-2. Swing and a miss. Max pulling the string. And his first strikeout tonight, number 166 on the year.
A nasty changeup right there by Max. 22 of his 76 strikeouts before that one to left-handers this year have been with the changeup. So 30% of his strikeouts to lefties are with that pitch. That was a beauty. He is really fired up. You can just tell by the look.
Next up is the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. He's faced Scherzer 6 times, 3 strikeouts, a hit. And he's got a lively breaking ball going. That thing way away by the time the swing was about halfway through.
Sitting at 96. You usually don't see this from Max. For those of you who don't get to see him every 5th day like we do, he'll go 92, occasional 94 early. Get a runner on third less than 2. He'll hump it up to 96, 97. But he's sitting there tonight. Warm night, big game, and he's ready.
Fastball up, and that's playable in right field for Adam Eaton. All right, you don't have to strike out everybody in a night like this. Conserve it, Max. He's off to a great start. We go bottom first with the Nationals, and their cleanup man tonight, Anthony Rendon. So he sits safely 13 of his last 14 games. If you add a couple more on top of that, he's batting .403 with 5 homers and 13 RBIs. He's 3rd in the league in doubles, 8th now in extra base hits. Daniel Murphy back at first base, and Rick Porcello joins Max Scherzer as one of the hardest guys to hit in baseball when it comes to the number 1, the heater.
29 years old, 6'5", 205. He allowed 4 runs over 5 2/3 last start on the 27th of June against the Angels. Struck out 5, walked 2, threw 104 pitches in that one, 66 for strikes.
Rafael Devers, the third baseman, on the grass at third for Adam Eaton.
4th day in a row for Adam in the lineup.
He's faced Porcello 13 times with 5 hits, including a home run. Yeah, the mere fact of being in the lineup, certainly a great sign that he's good to go. In fact, Davey said today, he asked Daniel Murphy after a long game in Philly last night how he felt, and he said, I'm fine, the legs are good. And Adam Eaton will drill one to the gap in right center, playing that way. Not too far to go for Mookie Betts for the first out.
Defense for the Red Sox tonight. Benintendi Bradley Jr. bets the outfield. Bogarts Holt up the middle. Devers Moreland at the corners. And our old friend, Sandy Leon, former Nat behind the plate, doing the catching for the Red Sox.
Yeah, he's been good for them for a couple of years. He's now 29 years of age, a national in 2012 and 14. Just a couple of games in 13, and good for him. Trey Turner is 8th in the National League in hits now, 90 after collecting 9 in the series at Philadelphia.
I like the blue piping on the jerseys. I think it looks sharp. Clean look. Reminds me of the Tigers uniforms.
Yeah, a lot of navy blue in there. 1-2. And Trey Turner down the right field line. It's foul. Betts couldn't get to it.
Now, these two pitching tonight are friends, and they were teammates in Detroit for 5 years. And you see their records with the Tigers, the ERA at Detroit, the records since. Rick Porcello won the Cy Young in the American League in 16, Max in the National League 16 and 17, and who knows about this year. But very interesting how Rick Porcello kind of looks up to Max Scherzer. They used to sit on the bench together as Tigers and dissect hitters on the other team and talk about how they'd pitch a certain pitcher. And Rick Porcello was talking about how he learned his work ethic and how to prepare physically and mentally from Max Scherzer.
He's won 127 games, Max 151. Turner to the right side. That one's picked off by Mitch Moreland, and Porcello covering 2 down.
And Porcello said, I think he's the best pitcher in the game. I'm honored to be his friend. So they hung out together in New York when they got their Cy Young awards together. They went to a dive bar together where they wouldn't get noticed. So the best of friends, they stay in touch. They try to get together every offseason if their schedules can sync up. But Porcello talks about, Carp, how smart Max Scherzer was and how he saw the game differently than anybody ever sat next to on the bench as far as hitters' weaknesses and holes and swings and what you should pitch certain hitters in certain counts. I just think it's a tremendous story tonight. The two friends, both won Cy Youngs, are going at it here at Nats Park.
One from Missouri, one from New Jersey. Porcello 29, Max 33. So they're in the shift for Juan Soto, who takes one on the inside edge. Maybe 2 feet to the right of the bag. Nats at home 19-20. Red Sox on the road 28-17. They've won 4 of their first 5 interleague games, and this will be it for the Nats for interleague, having already played 17 games, winning 9.
Trying to think if we've seen a shift like this on Juan before.
Here's our StatCast powered by AWS. Very close.
Might give you an idea how they're going to pitch Juan Soto. We saw the Phillies pound Juan in. It looks like the Red Sox are doing the same here early.
Yeah, Phillies put a couple of offers on him. 0 for 6 yesterday, 0 for 4 on Saturday. And Soto, not rattled by anything, has worked it back to 2-2. Now Devers with a 2-strike count, out in a shortstop up the middle position. Nats have outscored their opponents this year in the first inning by 40 runs.
It's a good take. I mean, that's not an easy take, but it's a good take.
What a walk. Keeps the inning alive for the Nationals' hottest batter, Anthony Rendon. So in 38 games now, beginning of his 38th game, Soto 24 walks, 29 strikeouts.
Some walks are easy, Carp. There are no competitive pitches in the bunch, and you just trot down to first saying that was an easy at-bat. But that one right there was some tough pitches he fouled off, some tough pitches he took. He worked hard for that walk.
Yeah, and just added to his .416 on base percentage. Here's Anthony Rendon hitting .318 at home.
Well, we've seen enough nights like this weather-wise at Nats Park to know that this joint's going to play small tonight. Hit a ball in the air, you got a good chance.
Braves did not score in the first at New York against the Yankees. Anibal Sanchez for Atlanta tonight. Strike call.
Paint.
Pretty straight away all around to the Red Sox on defense. 1-2. Rendon got a pitch inside, pulled it to Devers. He goes to Brock Holt, and the Nats are done in the first. Soto a walk, only base runner for either team so far.
Of former teammates, very good friends, and Max Scherzer, unsurprisingly, very fired up to face his good buddy. He told me the other day that the two of them have been texting in recent days. A little bit of trash talk has not surprisingly been exchanged, and they're excited to match up against each other. In addition to doing battle on the mounds, they'll also get to take hacks against each other tonight, and Max told me Porcello is actually a pretty good hitter. Scherzer said Rick is going to want to crush me, but I'm bringing that intensity right back. He told me I'm coming right at him. So bragging rights guys on the line in multiple ways tonight, on the mounds and in the batter's box.
Yeah, they haven't faced each other before, but Porcello is 5 for 32 career. And we know all about Max, his career batting average at 190 right now, much larger sample. So he had 11 pitches, 10 strikes, first inning. Mitch Moreland, the first baseman, is next, hitting .286. Free agent acquisition by the Red Sox 2 Decembers ago, coming off a Gold Glove season in Texas when he also hit 22 home runs. And he hit 22 with 79 batted in for the Red Sox last year. He's at 11-40 here in 18. Scherzer getting ahead and pretty much all strikes so far except for one pitch. Jalen's fastball hit hard out to left center.
All right, celebrate Zac Brown Band's return to Nats Park. Enjoy this double feature. There's Zac Brown Band Night at Nats Park on Sunday, July 8th, followed by Zac Brown Band Concert on July 27th. Get both tickets plus a limited edition commemorative pennant for just $99. Visit Nationals.com for details.
There's Rafael Devers hitting .248. And he's shown lots of pop so far, 14 home runs. Big league debut for the young man from the Dominican Republic last year when he hit 10 homers, drove in 30 in just 58 games.
5 hits the other night against the Yankees. Triple shy of the cycle.
Yeah, they got kind of took turns up there punching each other in the nose in that series, didn't they? When the smoke cleared, they were still tied for first. Yankees 54-27. Red Sox have played 4 more games than New York. They're 56-29. (2-0) and it's popped up. Wilmer Difo telling Trey Turner he has it. First out, second inning. Let's have a look at our Rocket Mortgage breakdown on Max Scherzer. Last 11 interleague starts, and again, where's the run support? Look at the ERA. He should be what, 7-2 maybe, 8-1, who knows? Holding opponents under 150. Strikeouts to walks, ridiculous comparison.
I remember one game in there where I think he struck out, was it 20? Something like that? It's 20 Tigers?
Yeah.
Said it's some sort of tied some sort of record or something.
Did get the win that night. Brock Holt, the second baseman, 29 years of age. A couple of familiar names involved with him in a deal several years ago from the Pirates. Joel Hanrahan and Mark Melancon in that deal. Oh, way inside, and it got him. Ball cutting at Brock Holt. 2 on, 1 out.
Check it out again. Where'd it get him? The knee? Looked like he just hung on to the cutter a little bit too long. Yeah, got him right in the back knee. And he'll go fastball slider change to righties, fastball cutter curve change to lefties.
So here's former Nat Sandy León, who signed with the Nationals 11 years ago at the age of 17 out of Maracaibo, Venezuela. 5 years in the minor leagues in our system, and then parts of 3 years, 12, 13, and 14. Before the Nats traded him for cash considerations to Boston.
Yeah, 8 for 17 in his last 6 games with a couple of homers. León's hot.
Switch hitting catchers are rare, and ones who can hit 260 for you are prized possessions.
He looks a little bewildered that was called the strike.
1-1. Sandy, 29 years of age now. High gas for strike 2. Nissan Pitch cast.
Sandy had to look out at Max after this swing, like, let's do that again. Give me that same pitch again. Watch, little eyeball action, still looking at him after the swing and the miss. I like that stuff. I wish it would happen more. He did it in Philly,
he's been known to
remember?
look at some pitchers. Some borderline growls here and there. And it goes off speed 2-2. Max third in the league in ERA at 2.04. First in opponents batting 172. First in innings, first in strikeouts. Tied for second in wins. With Aaron Nola, one behind John Lester. That's a swing and a miss. First base was occupied, so Leon cannot advance, but the other runners can. Ball slammed off the stone behind home plate. So Moreland to third, Holt to second.
There's a swing and a miss on a ball that went through Sandy Leon's legs, I believe. I don't know that I've ever seen this before. Did this go through his legs, 5-hole? There's no way Severino could have got it. Max is really throwing the slider with a lot of sweep. Did that go through his legs? Shoots, he scores. He tried to go with the stick save. Never seen that before, Carp. Seen a lot of baseball games. I've never seen a guy swing and a miss at a ball and the ball go through his legs.
Followed by an intentional walk we didn't see. So here's Rick Porcello, the aforementioned batting matchup against Max Scherzer. Porcello 5 for 32, 2 RBIs.
Friends going at it.
First pitch slider.
You throw me a first pitch slider? Are you kidding me? That's a text message he's going to get after the game, but there's 2 runners in scoring position, so he's not messing around.
Then he got a cutter a little faster, a little more subtle on the break, and now it's 0-2. Oh my goodness, Porcello's going to jack one to the bullpen on 2 hops. It's going to clear the bases, and the Red Sox lead 3-0. A 96 fastball turned around by a pitcher.
Fastball middle in. Threw him a slider, threw him a cutter, then went to the fastball. He wanted it away and watched it go middle in, and Porcello was cheating to the heater. And he drills it. He had a little look out at Max when he got to second, and a smirk on his face. Max was having none of it and kind of looked away. And watch the reaction from Max once the ball goes over Juan Soto's head. Not friends anymore.
Career RBI total from 2 to 5 on one swing. And you can hear by the noise, there are a lot of Red Sox fans here. They're not used to seeing pitchers do that. And now Mookie Betts is in the box, and it's 3-0 in the second inning. Slider in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2. Betts first time up. Pop up to Murphy. Most of the ballpark in shock right now.
I think I'd be upset about the double. He'd be more upset about the hit by pitch, I think. Maybe he'd be upset about the double.
And then the changeup low, and it's 3-2 on Mookie Betts.
You got to regroup quick because you got one of the best players in the American League standing in the box with a runner on second. So probably a little bit shook.
And it stays inside for walk number 2 in the inning.
When you talk to people around the Red Sox every single day, last year they walked a lot. They took a lot of pitches. You know, they grind out at bats like you just saw Mookie Betts do. This year they're swinging more. You know, they're not taking as many pitches. They're a little more aggressive, and they're doing more damage early in the count than they did in the past, and the results are in the record.
Yeah, they were 4th in the American League, 571 walks last year. Where were they in runs? 5th. They're number 1 this year with the more aggressive approach. And that went inside on Benintendi, who Max struck out first time up swinging. This is their most effective batter. 366 with runners in scoring position. Look out, Tom Goodwin.
Yeah, I was talking to Tom Goodwin before the game, and they didn't take batting practice against the Yankees. Alex Cora said, I want to kind of stay away from the circus, and Tom was telling me that when the Mets, he used to be the first base coach for the Mets, played the Yankees, it was crazy, and he said it was way more crazy. Obviously, as you'd think, with the Red Sox playing the Yankees.
One ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs, 2 aboard.
It's a good pitch. Jerry Lane might have missed that one.
Swing and a miss. 2 Ks in the inning. But Rick Porcello bats his team up by 3 runs.
come to the yard and receive a Bryce Harper Patriotic bobblehead. That's presented by SAIC. So probably the hottest giveaway of the summer when you think about it. And if you saw it, it's even better. So visit Nationals.com for tickets today. You don't want to miss that one.
So Harper leads off in the second, batting in the 5-hole again this game. Murphy and Defoe to follow. 1 year ago tonight, Nationals moment in history, University of Maryland, University College. And right out of the gate, first inning, Bryce Harper goes deep. FP often referenced the really no leg kick, no nothing, just staying planted, and off it went. And then Max took care of the rest of the night in a 7-2 win when he struck out 12 Cardinals, gave up no runs on 2 hits. Bullpen gave up a couple after he departed.
And that was the Daniel Murphy just kind of lift your heel up, swing easy game, and he smoothed 2 out of there.
Harper against Porcello, career 0 for 4. And then Murphy 3 for 6. The only Nats other than Adam Eaton in the lineup who have faced this right-hander before. For Porcello, first inning, 20 pitches, 12 strikes.
Well, it's no fun playing uphill baseball, but when you've had a rough go of it as a ball club and you're finally home and you're playing a good team, this might be a tester for them tonight. See if they can jump back into this one.
Nolan Arenado is 1 homer ahead of Bryce at the top of the league chart. And Porcello, fastball in there. Shift on. Brock Holt, 15-20 feet into right field. First baseman, shortstop deep on that side. So there's Holt. He can charge it. Had time to plant a bit before he threw out Bryce. When the Nats win and score 7 or more, 50% off regular menu price online orders at Papa John's. Available to you. Go to papajohns.com. Promo code NATS50. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. Murphy is next.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, a lot of blue water cans out there. And strike 1 on the edge. Porcello to Murphy. Daniels 3 hits against this righty, producing 3 runs career. He's going to reach out and just calmly stroke one up the middle. Great Daniel Murphy swing. His 11th base hit since coming back.
But getting better every day. See the changeup with the fingers off the baseball. Look at Murph just going the Wade Boggs swing to center field. Boom. Helicopter finish. Flip the bat. There goes the no-hitter.
Yeah, there's some Red Sox fans on the third base side had a flashback there, didn't they?
Probably.
There's Wilmer Defoe. Didn't start in Philly yesterday. He's loved home cooking all year long. He's hitting .319 here at Nationals Park. Pinch hit in the 12th inning, walked and played the rest of the game at short.
So for those of you that think that flag is backwards on their sleeve, that's how you're supposed to wear it. You look at any military uniform, that's the way it goes.
Defoe base hit. Murphy running hard. He's going to keep on going. And Mookie Betts is going to get him at third base. Daniel Murphy had to wait for that thing to go through, and then he tried to get to third. Mookie Betts to Devers, 9-5.
I mean, you can't fault the effort by Murph, but when you have to get out of the way of the ball and you stutter step, sometimes that'll let you know that you shouldn't go. Try to do the swim move on the slide, but Mookie Betts has got a tremendous arm. It was a great throw right in the money, and look at Devers sticking his nose in there to tag out Murph on the hip as he slid into third.
Number 8 man, Pedro Severino, 2 outs now. And a tapper. Porcello able to glove it. And the inning comes apart in the span of 2 pitches. Nat Strand a runner after getting their first 2 base hits.
With less than 2 outs. So Daniel Murphy hustling here, down by 3. I don't know if it's the greatest play in the world, but Carp, one of the hardest things to learn when you come back from an injury is maybe you can't do the things you used to do when you were 100%. And sometimes you have to fail at them before you realize that, hey, I used to go first to third on that ball. For 10 years, I went first to third on that ball. Maybe I'm not quite 100% yet. He looked okay running. But sometimes you have to realize by doing it that you can't do it like you used to do it, at least not today. But you can't fault the effort, you can't fault the hustle, you can't fault the desire right there. He was trying to do something to fire up his club.
Top of the third now. Bogaerts, Moreland, Devers, 3-4-5 for the Red Sox. Max Scherzer coming off a 27-pitch second inning with a couple of walks, a hit batter, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts. Bogaerts fly ball to right first time. That's outside.
I think also when you go through a rough patch as a club, you try to sometimes try too hard, which is natural.
Two and one to Bogaerts now with Moreland on deck. He started. Not sure the appeal was ever made. Jerry Lane called it ball 3. And Max Scherzer hits another batter. That's a changeup that got away from him up and in. Second hit batter of the game.
And he's got on the side of this change. Look where the hand is in relationship to the baseball. You have to wonder if maybe some perspiration had something to do with that pitch.
Mitch Moreland got there in it, started in the second, led off with a solid single up the middle.
It's a hot, humid night. Yeah, generally on nights like this, there's ammonia towels that are kind of sitting in ammonia water with ice on the bench, and you put those all over your arm, and it keeps you from sweating when you're out there. Then you get out there, you tap rosin on your forearm. That'll help keep your hands dry.
Strike called by Jerry Lane.
Max looks a little quick right now with his delivery. His arm's kind of trailing. When he's locked in, it's more everything's going right toward the catcher, and it's not spinning from third to first. Right now, he's a little rotational in his delivery.
Target outside half, out toward the edge now, and that one's bumped out of play. Aaron Judge has hit his 23rd homer of the year. Gave the Yankees a 1-0 lead over the Braves. They are now in the top of the third. New York still on top by a run.
The changeup's the ground ball pitch for Max. See if he goes to it right here. He tried to fade that thing down the way and get a rollover. Fastball.
Nats in a shift. Rendon shaded up the middle. 2-2 pitch. And Mitch Moreland able to get a piece of it. Got him. Changeup fading away, and no way to reach that for Moreland. Max Scherzer first out in the third. Mercedes-Benz strikeout number 4.
Yeah, went fastball away, fastball in, slider curve. Finally agreed on the change, and Max threw a nice one at 84 miles an hour. Moreland thinking about something in. You could tell the hips and the shoulder flew open, and a nasty change for strike 3.
We'll keep track of this. Max Scherzer now 3 strikeouts short of 1,000 as a Washington National. Rafael Devers the hitter. He popped up to Defoe first time. Devers thought he had it measured. 94. And this one to the left side. It's going to be right by the dugout, and Rendon looked like he had it. Part of him ran into the rail, and it popped out of his glove.
Yeah, you're not going to get any help in the visiting dugout when you go over there. I think guys scrambled at the last second and then hit him right in the heel. Kind of overran it a little bit. Might have come back a little bit at the end. Watch, right in the heel. Hit him on his bare hand, actually, looking at the Exmo. Yeah, the cutter or slider in is usually the kill pitch to lefties, and I don't know if he's feeling that right now. That's why he's fading the changeup away. Let's see what they decide on here. Fastball in, no. Yeah, they're going with it.
Way out of here and way foul.
Yeah, I don't know if he's thrown that slider in since he struck out Leon on the pitch between his legs. I don't know if he feels confident, and here it comes.
One and two. Nats need a ground ball here. Max pitch count in the mid-50s, and Devers able to get a piece of that.
Fighting hard. This is a good pitch. Just to get a piece of this and stay in the fight's a victory. Max working hard.
Finally, a foul tip, and it finds the mid of Severino. For Max, strikeout number 5, 2 outs in the third.
Battle one. Slider in, foul tip, then he goes fastball up and away. Look at the rising action on that. At least looks like it when you watch it on the Exmo, right? Hard fought strikeout, nicely done. Just feel the atmosphere in this ballpark right now. Kind of like after that Porcello double, the life isn't where it used to be. They're waiting for some offense.
There's Brock Holt.
It's coming. Nasty change.
Two-one pitch. Let's have a look at our league leaders. When you're talking cars, you're talking Coons. So talking about swings and misses on the four-seam fastball, Rick Porcello just a click above Max. Among starters, minimum 50 swings.
calling card. Just make sure you know I'm thinking about you.
Target in, 2-2. And they keep getting pieces of two-strike pitches. So first pitch at 7:08. Things okay for the first inning or so. And then the second, a shocking bases loaded double by Rick Porcello. BCFP DK here, big crowd. First of three with the Red Sox in for the 4th of July holiday sequence. And the Red Sox on top here, with two former Tiger pitchers battling. Max trying to do anything to get this third inning over. They've made him work 24 pitches.
Yeah, he's at 63 now, and it's the third. You see how he just wiped his face with his shoulder? I mean, there's nowhere to go when you're sweating like this and you're having a long inning. There's nothing you can touch on your body to get your hand dry. It's number 7 coming. Nissan showing you the at-bat.
One hopper into the Nats dugout.
And we've seen Max enough to know if guys are staying in an at-bat long that it's going to be one of those hard hat lunch pail nights for him where he grinds it out. You know, when he's on, you don't stay in an at-bat like this. It's usually 4 or 5 pitches, and you're either you put it in play or sitting on the bench.
Another foul.
Well, he's in swing mode. Maybe he's got a pitch to play with here. Span the zone up and see if he goes up there with you as pitch number 67 comes.
Yeah, pounding the zone here.
Well, while we have a minute, maybe I'll tell you about the flag on the shoulder.
Sure, let's do it.
It gives the effect of the flag flying in the breeze. That's why you have it that way, is the wearer moves forward. The appropriate replica for the right shoulder sleeve is identified as reverse side flag. That's why they have it looking like that on their unis. That's the way the military wears it, and that's the way the ball players are wearing it, and I love it.
Well, he hits one fair. That's going to send Bogaerts to third. Eaton fires it back in. Tremendous at bat for Brock Holt. 11 pitches resulting in a 2-out single.
Now, one of the better at-bats we've seen against Max Scherzer this year. They wanted that away. You see the miss. It's about a 2-glove miss as Severino reaches across the plate. And Brock Holt, who was pulling everything foul, finally got his hands inside of one and kept it fair. What a star by that at-bat for Brock. You don't see those too often against a guy like Max Scherzer. You also don't see too many trips from Derek Lilliquist to the mound when he's pitching either.
Yeah, hardly ever.
Probably just to give him a breather here, nothing more. They're not talking about anything other than, hey, let's just take a second, get your breath. What do you want to do here on the first pitch? If you can read lips, you know what's coming.
Nationals, by the way, had a big day today in the international free agent market. They signed 17 players. 3 from Venezuela, 2 from Panama, and a dozen from the Dominican Republic, where the Nats have had great dividends paid to the major league level for the last several years. So congrats to Mike Rizzo and his staff for getting that done. Here's Sandy León.
Well, important to keep it 3-0. You never know in this game. And the offense scored 17 runs the other night in Philadelphia. It's a warm night. It's conducive to hitting. Rick Porcello's been sitting over there for a long time. So if you can find a way to fight through this inning, stranger things have happened. I mean, it's just a 3-0 deficit. It seems like a lot when you're going bad as a ball club. But it's a good night to turn things around. So there's a long way to go in this one. It's important to keep it just 3-0. Max knows that.
That's the curve. Ends up inside. 3-1. Sandy León on a pitch in the dirt, struck out first time. Ball went between his spikes, went back to the rock wall, blasted back out onto the field, and 2 runners moved up. Runner going at first, and this one popped up. Defoe out. Eaton and Harper are there. Bryce takes charge, and that's it for the 3rd. Long inning for Max. Red Sox do not score. He will lead off bottom 3.
Hold true moment later in the ball game. Rally beer. I don't think we've ever had that. 3-0 going to the bottom of the 3rd. Max Scherzer's about to hit. That's always fun.
So let's have a look inside the numbers. Last couple of seasons, and the Nats threw 82 games. This year, 107 fewer runs, 30 fewer homers. Batting average, no contest. On base percentage, pretty big gap. With runners in scoring position, the Nats were great last year. They hung around 300 most of the season. Now, having shown you those numbers, which might be frustrating, those numbers are down all around baseball for every ball club there is. It's just a different kind of year offensively with all the new innovations going on. Last year, the Red Sox hit 258. They were 8th in the league. This year, they're hitting 265, and they're 1st in the American League. Last year, the Nats hit 266, and they were 3rd in the National League and 266 batting average right now, is the top team in the league, the Cubs. Some really hard to figure out numbers going on. Porcello to Scherzer. The ball hits the plate, and Max evidently didn't know where it was. And Porcello fields it and throws him out.
I think Max thought he fouled it off. Watch, he looks like, where's the ball? Where is it? I don't know. Did I foul it back? Where is it? He's kind of ducking, thinking it's going to hit him in the head, and it's all the way out there. It's all right. Saved him a trot to first. No big deal. Watch, he didn't know where it is. So along those lines, Carp, strikeouts exceeded hits in the majors for the second time in 3 months. There were 6,766 strikeouts, 6,640 hits in June.
Yeah, June swoon has taken on a whole new meaning in baseball. Rough month for the Nats.
16.9 strikeouts per game in June.
That's unbelievable. 8 or 9 per team. Adam Eaton fly ball to right first time.
You saw the power table at dinner, right? We were having a discussion about that subject. George Will, Tony La Russa, and Dave Dombrowski all sitting down talking about how the game has kind of evolved into fly balls and home runs and strikeouts and walks.
Do they have any ways to stop it? I mean, as the technology gets more, the hitting gets worse. It's just such an odd thing. Usually technological advances make things better.
Well, I mean, it depends who you talk to if hitting's getting worse. I mean, if you're going to get paid for driving in runs and hitting home runs and power numbers and OPS, then instead of batting average, then maybe in a lot of people's minds, hitting's gotten better. As far as the game having excitement to it, you know, that's up for debate.
Yeah.
32% of plate appearances this year have ended without a batted ball in play. That's the highest ever. So that's either a walk, a strikeout, a hit batter, and there's been 23 catcher's interference calls. So, I mean, it just depends how you look at the game. If you like taters and guys jogging around the pillows and you like OPS and all that, then maybe the game's okay. But if you like low line drives and ground balls through the infield, there's talked about outlawing the shift and modifying the shift. I don't agree with that. If you have data to tell me where to stand on defense, darn it, I'm standing there.
Sure, to prevent runs,
Yeah.
absolutely. Odd thing about it all, the home runs are down. There is a guy in the third base dugout who's defying everything that goes on right now, because JD Martinez has 25 homers, 67 RBIs, and he's found a way to hit 324. Now, he's in a hitter's ballpark half the time, but
yeah, there was
a lot of guys are.
2.52 home runs a game through June last year, 2.26 this year.
Adam Eaton reaches out, a la Murphy. His last time up. That's a solid single out to center.
That's a great at-bat. Number one, he fouled off a lot of pitches so we could talk about nonsense, and then he ends it with a single right up the middle. So you got to love Adam Eaton. He was the one that said after the game yesterday, the offense has to pick it up. There's no other way to put it. He's doing his part, sticking his nose in there with another good at-bat, and here comes Trey Turner.
Trade to the right side. Ground ball picked off by Moreland. Threw on to the pitcher to get him. From Davey Martinez via Dan Kolko. Here's more on the offense.
Bob, in addition to Adam Eaton saying the offense needs to do more, Davey's saying we need to do more. But as a whole, he says we need to try less. He says we've had chances, but guys have been pressing in situations with runners in scoring position. Less is more in this game. Last year, Davey was the bench coach of the Cubs. They were 5.5 games back on July 15th, and they turned things around and won the NL Central. He said guys did less, and they sometimes, in terms of their pregame preparation, did less too. They wouldn't show up as early. They'd do less work in the cage.
It's almost impossible to double up Trey Turner unless he hits a one-hopper at somebody. So he gets to first. Thanks, Dan, with 2 outs, and Juan Soto will bat here in the 3rd.
Trey hustling down the line. Now, one of Joe Madden's big sayings, I used to use it with my son when I was coaching him, try easy. Easier said than done, though. And with the Cubs, they used to have American Legion week where they just showed up at 5 o'clock and played the game. He wouldn't let anybody in the clubhouse before 5, and his theory was some of your best games were at American Legion when you just pulled the car up and played the game. You didn't get there at noon for an American Legion game, hitting the cage for 2 hours, take 100 ground balls, hitting the cage after BP. You just showed up and played.
And Davey hinted today that there may be a time in the not so distant future when they shut things down there for a day or two here and there. All-Star break 2 weeks from today underway. Juan Soto walked his first time. He's now been on base 13 of his last 15 games.
I think this whole homestand we should show up at 6:58. Well, 5:58 tomorrow. And try easy. Or Tuesday, what we normally call it.
If you're going to get here 5:58, you better leave your place at 4:28.
Put the makeup on in the car.
Juan Soto in Interleague. It's brought to you by AT&T. 16 games, hitting almost 390. The Yankees know what this kid's all about. He was amazing against them. Had some good moments against Baltimore.
Yeah, 6 o'clock game tomorrow, 11 a.m. game on Wednesday, don't forget.
Strike 3 call. Soto frozen on an 0-2 heater. The Nats strand their 3rd runner. Toyota, what drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. Got some velocity going up there Heavy mist, keeping fans cool.
Need one of those in the booth.
Right behind the big scoreboard out there. Top of the fourth. Bradley, Porcello, and Betts 8, 9, and 1 for the Red Sox, who lead 3-0 on 3 hits. Scherzer has struck out 5, 73 pitches, 49 strikes. Soto eyeballing this one. Last second adjustment. 8:21. Getting close to twilight time here.
All right, the 2018 Camping World MLB All-Star Ballot is open and exclusively online. Make sure your favorite Nats are represented on this year's squad by voting at nationals.com/vote. Catch all the excitement of the 89th MLB All-Star Game. That's presented by MasterCard, July 17th, live on Fox, right from this ballpark right here. Could be fun. Vote for him. Let's go. Do something.
In New York, Johan Camargo tied the game with a third-inning homer, but the Yankees scored in the bottom of the third. They lead Atlanta 2-1. That time, Max Scherzer takes care of Rick Porcello. Strikeout number 6, 2 down.
Max needs a quick one, and he's working on one right now. Washington area Toyota dealers help children and their families by making a $44 donation to the Children's Inn at NIH for every strikeout by a Nats pitcher this year. Toyota K's for kids. Strike them out.
So Mookie Betts the hitter. Pop up to first and a walk. Fourth year as a Nat and trying to join some very elite company. Guy since 1900 with the most strikeouts in the first 4 years with a team. That was close. 3-0. Max sitting at 999. Randy Johnson, Nolan Ryan of the Angels, Johnson of the D-backs, Rube Waddell way back with the Phillies, and then Pedro with the Red Sox. The 4 previous pitchers to have 1,000 strikeouts in their first 4 years with a team. Number 1,000 will have to wait for another inning as Mookie Betts gets a piece of it. But for Max Scherzer, a very welcome 1, 2, 3. And it adds up to 4, 5, 6 coming up. Rendon, Harper, and Murphy. the Geico presidents.
To free water. There's free water. George is giving out free water right here. Look at.
You know what's going to happen.
Who wants free water? One of you guys want free water? Anybody? Oh, Teddy's getting violent. That's unnecessary. And George won.
That's his 12th of the year. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more in car insurance. Visit geico.com, see how much you could save. Or if you have 15 minutes, you could watch a replay of what we just saw.
Did you see the drool on George's chin? That was fantastic. Some water on his face. Those guys.
Rendon, bottom of the fourth. High in the air. Deep left field. See you later. Almost halfway up the seats. And a bounce to the concourse. And for Rendon, it's number 12. It's a 3-1 game. Monstrous home run.
Well, that gives you an idea how the ball's carrying here tonight. I mean, he hit the tar out of that, but still, that was halfway up the bleachers over the bullpen. Stay hot. 426. I mean, he's hitting no doubters. Projected distance is 426. I'm going to project it at 497 and 2/3. There goes the shutout. And we got a big NATS, Nats. I love it.
Section 313 below us, enjoying that one.
Bringing it. Nicely done down there.
Bryce, first swing, trying to make it back-to-back. Bouncing ball to the second baseman, Brock Holt, in right field first time. Anthony Rendon now, 6 homers, 14 RBIs in 17 games.
Ooh, just a backup slider, I believe. Listen to it. Watch it. Catch it. Nice try. See those pitches Bryce is offering it up, Carp? We talked about with that line drawn straight. Remember the demo we did with Bryce? If he stays low, he doesn't even think about swinging at those. But because he's shooting off his back leg and rising up through the swing, he's tempted to swing at the high pitch because he's coming up to hit. If you stay down low, you don't even think about that pitch because it's around your eyes.
Fastball in there, and Harper called out on strikes.
But when you're rising up out of your stance, you're seeing it up high, and you're thinking, I could get on top of that. But if you stay level with your eyes, you don't even offer at it. And this is a nasty pitch right here. Just a little swing back fastball at 90.
Here's Daniel Murphy with one out. Single up the middle first time.
I had a coach once tell me, take into your zone. And what does that mean? Well, if I'm taking a pitch and it's high, I don't raise up to take it. I'm talking about swinging at it. I'm just talking about to take it. You'll see guys come out of their stance and take a high pitch.
Murphy line drive right at Moreland, 2 outs. Daniels swinging it well. 2 line drives tonight.
But if you take into your zone, it means you stay low and just let that ball go right over your head or whatever. You know, you take and stay in your zone. It's a good swing by Murph.
Wilmer Difo base hit first time. Single to right, on which Murphy tried to get to third with 1 out, but Mookie Betts threw him out. So Wilmer continues his outstanding hitting at home. He's over 320 at Nationals Park. Braves 2 in the 4th to lead at New York 3-2. Nats have gained a run here. And Difo with a healthy hack, 2-1. 3-2. This one falling into left, and it's on the ground beyond the reach of Devers. Benintendi was coming in. He couldn't get in a position to grab it, and Wilmer Defoe's 2 for 2 with a Texas leaguer here in D.C.
Hey, take him anyway and get him. That's a nasty change by Porcello. You see the fingers off the baseball, deceleration moving away from him. And you look at Benintendi, he was looking for help from the infielders, and that was his ball all the way. Maybe twilight had something to do with it. Tough time of night right now to see the baseball. Lights haven't taken effect yet. Wilmer will take it, though.
Here's Severino, comebacker first time. That was on one pitch to end the second inning after the Defoe base hit.
Well, Matt Adams could be activated as soon as Wednesday. That's great news. They've obviously missed his big bat in the lineup. Zim and Wieters are right around the corners. That's great news. So Davey Martinez's club getting there. It's Matt Wieters. Miss watching that guy play. Miss him too. You're talking about what, 36 and 108 from last year? Got his glove on, he's ready to go. It's going to be awesome when this thing turns around, trust me.
He looks like he's ready to come out and warm up Scherzer after Severino hits. I don't know if they'll allow him out there.
And we will gladly allow everybody back on the bandwagon when it does turn around too. Because it's going to, trust me. Mark it down. I don't know when, but it's going to.
Strike 3 call. Rendon homers, 2 Nats called out on strikes in the 4th inning. And Anthony Rendon is on an absolute terror. It's his 36th extra base hit, 12th homer, and he is on some kind of roll.
Don't hold it against me. This is not that easy, but there's his eyes. Oh, I nailed it. All right, go ahead and roll it. And watch how he comes up to hit the high fastball. See how his head's rising up to hit? Where it started, his eyes were on the line, and that's where his eyes end up right there. Should have quit while I was ahead, but you get the point, right? So if you stay down and you're looking down the zone, you don't rise up, even to take a pitch, let alone swing at it. And I think once Bryce stands, either stand tall and stay up tall, or stay low and stay low, Felipe Alou always used to tell me, but one or the other. I think we showed those swings from 2012 when he hit those 2 home runs. When he was a rookie, he was standing more upright and kind of pounding down on the baseball and creating backspin. That's why you would get those long line drive home runs. Can't wait to watch him break out. It's going to be fun.
Top of the 5th inning, Benintendi, Bogaerts, Mitch Moreland for the Red Sox. Max has 6 strikeouts. Benintendi swinging for 2 of those. Off speed, a beauty. 1-2. Loud grunt, fastball away. Ball 2. Swing and a miss. And there's number 7. Max Scherzer for 1,000th strikeout as a Nat.
Well, number 1,000 on a slider. Nasty slider, too. That one had tons of break to it, on top, out front. Number 1,000. Mark it down in your books. Max Scherzer in both leagues. Look at that list, folks. Is that any good?
Jim Bunning won Cy Youngs in both leagues. Max Scherzer has done that. Xander Bogaerts now 0 for 1, hit by a pitch. Congratulations to Max. He just wants to keep this a 3-1 game, and only numbers he's worried about. Give his teammates a chance to get him off the hook and back ahead in this one. He'll be leading off in the 5th. Boy, that was tight. And then the other list of guys with 1,000 strikeouts first 4 seasons with their teams. Max will go right by Pedro. Rube Waddell, Philadelphia Athletics. Nolan Ryan, at that time, California Angels. Randy Johnson, Arizona D-backs. 1,417 for Randy. Amazing. And the great Ryan, of course. Pretty good contact, reaching out, lining one to left, and Soto picks it off. 2 down here in the 5th.
Good jump, nice read. Low line drives are tough. Not a problem for Juan. Nice play. Are those fireworks on the sleeve? I've been trying to figure that out the whole game. Those are fireworks. For the 4th.
Had fireworks in Canada today.
Fireworks on his cleats too. Well, yesterday was Canada Day.
Yeah, they celebrated it today by tradition. And they had a day baseball game there. Tigers beat the Blue Jays. Mitch Moreland to base it up the middle and a swinging strikeout.
Max is grinding.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8. 9 pitches in the 4th, a dozen in the 5th. He's back on his game. He'll lead off. You never know what's going to happen next.
Everybody, Catter Day at the ballpark. Cats fans, ignite your catitude on Catter Day, July 7th, with the Nats face the Marlins. Do not bring your cat, but you get a cool t-shirt and benefit the Humane Rescue Alliance, which is awesome. Special ticket, visit nationals.com. Do not bring your cats. I screwed that up, but it is Catter Day, and we're all going to have fun, and we'll see if that's got some runs in it.
Well, here's Max Scherzer, round 2 against Porcello. Hit a ball off the plate first time, and Porcello, when it came down, threw Max out.
I just see some serial killer at the gate with 17 cats saying, FP said to bring them all. Nope, can't bring them.
You can think about him.
Yeah.
And there's a true comebacker. 1 out, 5th inning.
All right, 3rd time through. Oh, look at that on cue. Way to go, boys. 259. Adam Eaton with 7 foul balls and a single last time.
Coming off a 5 for 15 series in Philly with 2 walks. Batting average at .304. Started the night right at 300. So he's 8 at bats away from 100 official ABs.
He was wearing that, wasn't he? He wasn't moving. Old school.
Not biting on the pitch up. Devers has to play shallow at 3rd as it's gotten to this count. Adams been laying a few down lately.
Adam Eaton checked that ball and handed it to Jerry Lane like it's okay. Jerry grabbed it, threw the dugout. Said we're not using that.
Yeah, if the hitter doesn't mind, the pitcher won't mind.
That was funny. There we go. What's that, 2 foul balls? He had 7 with 2 strikes last time before he got a knock.
So number 7 coming here. Yeah, that was a 9-pitch at bat. So we're seeing the real Adam Eaton here now. Playing back-to-back days, feeling good. There's the pitches seen for the night. Jerry Lane called time 5 times, so everybody would know. "30-year veteran, the crew chief behind the plate tonight." 3-2. Adam Eaton, another great AB. And for Porcello, second walk of the night. Trey Turner swinging the bat well lately. Beat out a potential double play ball last time up after bouncing out to the right side first inning. That's one swing away here as we make our way through the middle innings. And a strike call, 1-1. Unlucky, picked off by Devers on a ball labeled for the left field corner. He was playing shallow, and that got there in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, that might have been a run he just saved. That ball was hooking too. That would have been down the corner. You look where Benintendi's playing. He's playing left center field. So nice play by Devers. Bad luck for Trey Turner, but at least Adam Eaton got back to give Juan Soto a chance here with 2 outs. 101 miles an hour on the out.
Soto, a walk and a taken third strike. He gashes one through the shift. On base twice tonight. And here comes Anthony Rendon.
It's time for your 4th drive of the game. Let's make it Anthony Rendon's homer. Probably not a tough choice tonight. He's been pounding the baseball. These aren't cheapies. Remember the one in Philadelphia that was projected at 471? This one 426. Look how high it is. That's a great shot of it. That might be my favorite replay of the year right there. Hurry to your local Ford dealers for great savings on cars, trucks, and SUVs. The high homer from Anthony Rendon.
Tying run at first. Nats have out hit the Red Sox 6-3. Max has been able to keep this thing reasonable. And now Davies' offense trying to reward the starter.
Yeah, it's going to have to be the other way if he does it again. I don't think Porcello's going to fool around with anything middle in after you hit one that far. Never know, though. There's always mistakes.
Somehow Anthony Rendon got a piece of that baseball.
And somehow Sandy Leon couldn't hang on to it. Lived to fight another pitch. How he just off the end nicked it.
In the mitt for an instant before it fell out.
Porcello's starting to look a little gassed out there.
80 pitch mark he has reached. Swing and a miss. Anthony Rendon wasn't about to get anything to pull right there. And the Nats leave 2 more. They've stranded 6. It's now a 3-1 game. Long blast back in the 4th, so the Nats got on the board with his 12th. Rick Porcello has driven in all 3 Boston runs. Go figure. Leading run scoring team in baseball, and the pitcher gets the big hit, and Max doing his strikeout thing. He's at 1,001 with the Nats after reaching the mark back in the 5th inning. Devers pop up to second, swinging strikeout. So Boston, as I mentioned, only 3 hits, 2 of them in that 2nd inning. The leadoff hit by Mitch Moreland, and after a hit batter and an intentional walk, Porcello hit that double. Brock Holt 2 out, harmless single in the 3rd, their other base hit. On the change, Devers able to get a piece.
Everyone talking about the job that Alex Cora is doing with the Red Sox before the game today, how he's firm when he needs to be and The guys love playing for him.
No swing, says Jeremy Rehack, rookie umpire over third.
And you knew when he was a Nat that he would be a good manager someday. I mean, the guy just sees the game differently than most people. You know, baseball IQ off the charts. Was always kind of a coach on the bench when he played, at least here in D.C. Played with him in Los Angeles as a Dodger. He was the shortstop there, and he was always one step ahead of the game as a player. So none of this is shocking to me after going to Houston, winning a World Series, being the bench coach there, that he's doing a great job as the skipper in Boston.
14 years in the big leagues. Dodgers, Indians, Red Sox, Mets, Rangers, and the Nats were his last team in 2011. Interesting thing about Alex Cora during winter ball the last couple of years, he's been a general manager, handling the administrative side of things for Criollos de Caguas in the Puerto Rico Winter League. He managed a couple of the years there, but served as GM for a while. Pretty dark up there, so the lights are taking effect, and the guy can see the ball pretty well. Wilmer Difo catches the pop-up, 6th inning underway.
All right, Nats fans, don't miss your last chance to vote for your favorite Nat in the starting lineup for the All-Star game right here in D.C. You know that. Vote up to 5 times per day through Thursday, July 5th for Bryce, Trey, Anthony, Juan Soto, whoever you want to vote for. Plus, receive discounted game tickets when you vote 20 times. So do something tonight, would you? Vote 20 times. Visit Nationals.com/vote.
Brock Holt hit by a pitch and a base hit. Trying to get another. Turner gets to it. No chance to throw him out. Great range by Trey, shading his way up the middle on the shift.
Good effort by Trey Turner, tremendous range, but that ball was hit so slowly that by the time he gets up, Holt, who can run, is there easily. Good effort, playing hard, love it.
Sandy Leon, a strikeout, and a fly ball to center.
That's out of the stadium.
Wow. That is out of the ballpark,
Get
folks.
out of here.
Over the light standards and out toward Potomac Avenue.
That's a Danny Espinosa foul ball. Remember when he did that?
That thing went 90 degrees to the right.
Sandy's having a fun day. He struck out on a ball between his legs, which after the game with his buddies, because they're 27 games over, will be funny. And now he just went deep out of the ballpark, foul.
Going to lay down a bunt, but it's very close to the mound, and no problem for Max. 2 down. Would they give him a sacrifice on that?
Jackie Bradley Jr. is going to take a stroll.
Yeah, he'll get a sacrifice bunt for that. Number 8 hitter next. And they will walk Bradley again, and it's Scherzer versus Porcello, round 3.
Well, if you watch the last at-bat, that was the last fastball that Rick Porcello is going to see tonight. He got all sliders from Max last time. The double was on a fastball.
0-2.
Slider, slider. And I'm guessing slider.
Smothered by Severino to his right.
Good stop.
So Max Scherzer's 6th inning of work. If he gets through this frame, he will have gone at least 6 in 17 of 18 starts. Fastball got him looking. Max Scherzer 9 Ks through 6. 3-1 game. Harper, then Murphy and Defoe.
Sharing a photo or video with hashtag #HatsOffForHeroes. For each post, T-Mobile will donate $1 to support veterans.
All right, today around 3 o'clock, there was a simulated baseball game. What is that? Well, you get some pitchers out there, you get some hitters who are trying to get back in the swing of things, and you play a game, so to speak. There were no fans here. Maybe it was a Zim game. They call simulated games sim games. Here's Matt Adams, Carp. I think this is gone.
Deep right center. See you later. Trust us. We saw the whole thing earlier.
Well, there's another one.
There's another one.
I was going to tee up for that one. Never mind.
Woo.
That lady was there for the sim game. She got tickets. They were hard to get. But the point is, these guys are getting better, and they're close. Maybe Wednesday for the big left-hander.
Next time that happens, we'll let you know. You can go to zimsimgame.com//fun in the afternoon. Here we go. Bryce Harper, bottom 6.
So why do you do those? Well, to see velocity, to get your strike zone, see rotation out of the hand. But I think one thing you can't practice when you're hurt is swinging and missing. Nobody ever practices swinging and missing.
Ah. Harper, a high fly to left. Benintendi, first out, 6th inning, and Porcello has retired Bryce 3 times.
Because when you swing and miss, Carp, that's the test, right? If something's hurting you in your upper body or your lower body, you hit in the cage, you're always making contact. You hit off of coaches, you're always making contact. But that one time when a guy drops a 3-1 changeup on you, now you got to extend out there, and you're not used to swinging and missing. That's, you know, one of those boxes you have to check.
Brandon Kintzler. Murphy launches one to right. See you later. He finally got all of one. First of the year. And it's a 3-2 game.
Oh, how we've longed for the foie. Give me a big one at the end, Murph. Nice. 416 feet. We got ball game, folks. 1 run. Daniel Murphy checking in with his first tater of the year.
And here's Defoe, who's 2 for 2. Off speed for a strike.
Boys are fighting.
Nats have hit 95 homers on the year. Heath Hembree. They have 7 relief pitchers, all right-handed. The Nats have 1 left-handed bat in the dugout tonight, Brian Goodwin.
All right, see the Murph tater again one more time. First of the year. Right down the middle. Short, compact swing. Get it in the air. Did you see the seeds fly out of his back pocket? Can we see that again? If we get a pitch, show me the side swing again. There were seeds coming out of his back pocket on contact. Check out the expo. Watch the seeds at contact fly out of his back pocket. Look at that. He swung out of his seeds. Murph, go back and get him. 5-second rule.
111th career home run. 3-2 to Defoe. Wow. He didn't swing, right? Where was that pitch?
Yeah, I mean, that was not a strike. Jerry Lane probably feeling the heat back there because this isn't a strike. He missed his call. Not even close.
Whoa. Porcello, a gift-wrapped 5th strikeout of the night. Severino, the hitter. Nobody on deck in the pitcher's spot yet.
Look at, there's Murph Seed. Still sitting there all by itself. It's past the 5-second rule, though. There's dirt on it, too. Forget it.
The bat tap didn't knock it off the plate either. Left side, Severino, 2-hopper. That's it for the Nats. Some call it chipping away to lead. They're blasting away. Rendon in the 4th, and Murphy here in the 6th. It's now a 3-2 game.
Strikeouts from both pitchers tonight. Look at the rise on the Scherzer fastball, the appearance of it at least. Max has 9 punch-outs tonight. These are heaters, in case you didn't know. Rick Porcello's got 5 strikeouts tonight. This is the run-back fastball that got Juan Soto. Kind of a cut fastball there to Tony Two Bags for strike 3. So the 100% fiber optic network means more speed. For more devices at once, visit getfios.com.
So Daniel Murphy now, since coming back, 12 for 58. The one out he made tonight was a laser at the first baseman, so he's had a big night centering the ball. Here's Brandon Kintzler, the Nats' 33-year-old right-hander, former American leaguer. So some of the Red Sox know him pretty well. Top of the order, as Kintzler will reflect, as he often does behind the mound. Take a moment and get ready to face Mookie Betts, who's 3 for 3 career against him.
A big time sinker, averages 93. Backdoor variety right there. Slider changed to complement it, but he throws that sinker 82% of the time.
So quite a battle by Max, considering the way the night started. 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, walked 2, both intentional, 9 strikeouts, 108 pitches, 74 strikes. Hit a couple of guys on off-speed pitches.
Yeah, he'd be up 2-0 if he'd retired his buddy, but hey, can't do anything about that now. He pitched a great game once again, and he's trying to get some help from his buddies here offensively, but another nice game for Max.
And this ball jacked deep to left center. A no-doubter by Mookie Betts, his 21st. And the Red Sox lead by 2.
And not a big guy at all, but he creates so much torque in his swing with the leg kick. He wanted that down and in under his hands, and he just missed by a couple of inches over the plate. So you saw the first 2 strikes away, they came back. That one was supposed to be underneath his hands, and that one went far. 106 miles an hour on the exit velocity projected.
Benintendi takes a strike. 430 feet for Mookie Betts. That's a leadoff guy with 21 homers and 42 RBIs. Turner goes out, Soto comes in. Rookie's got it, 1 out. Potomac Nationals, they've got their big fireworks display set for Wednesday. Now that's after a 6:35 game. Fireworks afterwards, and they will play the Salem Red Sox. Give them a call, log on, check it out for Wednesday. You have firework opportunities here on Tuesday night after our game, Wednesday night on the National Mall, or down in Woodbridge. Yankees scored in the 5th, and they're tied with Atlanta now. 3-3 ball game, 6th inning. And now it's 1-2 to Xander Bogaerts, who's 0 for 2, lined out hard to Soto last time up. Matt Barnes. Porcello's at 92 pitches, 66 strikes. He hasn't pitched that deep into games this year. Porcello 7 innings, just 5 times. He's gone 6 for the 14th time, and he's due to lead off. Rather, the Nats pitcher spot due to lead off in the bottom of the 7th. We'll see if Porcello's still throwing. Kind of looks like he's done. Chatting, relaxing. And that's strike 3. And
yeah, I don't think he fouled that.
Xander Bogaerts did not run. I don't know if he tried to sell it. Jerry Lane wasn't buying, and Kinsler's first strikeout makes it 2 down.
Well, Lane called it a foul ball at first. Watch, he puts 2 hands in the air. So this is the sign for foul tip. Watch. Foul tip. No, it's strike 3. He didn't hit it.
Huh.
Brandon Kinsler's taking a walk because he knew he didn't take it. I watched Paul Lassard, the Nats head trainer, go out between innings and put an ice towel on Jerry's head, so he's got to be feeling it back there too.
Here's Mitch Moreland. Moreland against Kinsler, 1 for 2. And this one the other way. Soto toward the line. And Kinsler touched for a homer by Betts. 7th inning stretch time. It's 4-2 Sox. Of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. Oh yeah, that's a big scoop. 450 Sox, 270 Nats. Need expert printing? The UPS store has you covered. Together, there's nothing they can't solve. 28-year-old right-hander, former first rounder for the Red Sox, 7 years ago. Matt Barnes takes over, 35th appearance. 48 strikeouts in 34 2/3.
Fastball, curveball split, mostly fastball curve. Fastball averages 96 miles an hour. He's a good basketball player too.
And Brian Goodwin gets the pinch hitting appearance. Only left-handed bat on the Nats bench. And as I mentioned earlier, the entire Red Sox bullpen right-handed. So this is what the Nats did against Rick Porcello, who gave up 2 runs on 7 hits in 6 innings. The big blows, the Rendon homer. Lead off in the 4th and a 1-out solo by Murphy in the 6th. Tim Collins. Goodwin rips one, and the Nats continue to hit line drives into hard luck tonight. That was on the fly, caught by Brock Holt. 1 out.
Good swing.
Adam Eaton, 0 for 2 career against Barnes. Adam Eaton, 1 for 3 career against Barnes, and he keeps on rolling. On base 3 times in a row, 2 hits, around the walk. First hit went to center, this one the other way.
Spanky spanks one to left. Nice piece of hitting right there. Stay on it, level through the zone, head still. Devers in for the bunt, slap it right by him. He is a pest, isn't he? Pest. Pesky hitter, pest.
Yeah.
Pesticide.
You're probably thinking of Johnny Pesky of the Red Sox here. In the
No,
pesky pole.
I was. I just can't talk.
So it's Trey Turner looking for his first base hit. It's on the inside edge, 1-1.
Nasty curve. 12-6 straight down, firm.
In there, 1-2.
Well, usually when you see a guy throw 2 curves for strikes, they'll throw a third in the dirt and make you commit. I don't think Adam Eaton's going anywhere down by 2 with the big fellas about to come up, hopefully. I'm going fastball.
Two with 1 out.
'98.
And the breaking ball up. Trey couldn't get to it. 2 down. No better time to act than today. PNC make today the day at the Low A Auburn Double Days. Just getting his pro career started, 22-year-old Jacob Rhinesmith out of Western Kentucky University in Bowling Green, hitting .340.
Call him.
Yeah, 18th rounder. How about that?
Call him up.
Well done, Jacob.
Like a Rhinesmith cowboy.
He is getting it done for the Double Days.
He's ready.
Soto a walk and a base hit to right. Hit it so hard last time, the shift couldn't get to it. So the Nats have 4 rookies of the month. Ryan Church, the power hitting outfielder, back in 05. Bryce couple of times in 12. Trey 2 years ago twice. And maybe not the last one for Juan Soto this year.
And you hit the ball hard to left center field, the league's going to start throwing you in. And that's what they're doing to Juan Soto starting in the Phillies series. Even the off speed's in. You know, a lot of his damage has been the other way. He could turn and burn too, but he likes to go to left center. That's his strength. They're going out there now with the fastball. That was a show me fastball. They're going right back in there. Yeah, most of the damage has been that way for Juan. Although he's turned and burned a few times. If you go in there, you better get it in. He's got pull side pop too.
And then he sees one low. Eye level changed, not biting.
Those are balls hit less than 200 feet. So on a line on the ground, short hits by Juan Soto, that's where they go.
And that's for the last 100 at bats. He's at 128 official ABs and then 24 walks. 3-2. Moving is Adam Eaton on the pitch. And off speed, Soto is on for the 3rd time, just like Adam Eaton. And here comes Anthony Rendon again.
Yeah, when Tony La Russa asked me about Juan Soto, the first thing I told him was tremendous knowledge of the strike zone for a 19-year-old, beyond his years. I mean, you could talk about the power the other way, the pull side power, you know, what he's done as a national. He's talking about the pitch has a little giddy up late. That's what he's telling Tim Bogart right now. But, I mean, there's guys who have been playing 15 years in the big leagues that don't have that knowledge of the strike zone or that discipline.
25th walk.
Well, this is right man, the right spot time for Davey Martinez.
Dana Lavangi, the pitching coach. That confab has been broken up. And here's Anthony Rendon. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Faces Matt Barnes for the first time. Nats have been down 3-0, 3-1, 3-2, now 4-2. And a key at bat here, 2 outs in the 7th. Fastball handcuffed him a bit, called strike.
It seems with Barnes that that's every bit of 98 when it gets to the plate. He's throwing through Sandy Leon. High spin rate. It's not slowing down a bit on the way.
And to the shortstop. Right to the bag for Bogaerts, and the Nats are gone. It's been a frustrating night. They've left 8. To the 8th we go. It's 4-2 Boston. Tim Collins about to try to keep this a 2-run game. Such an unusual scenario. You never picture an American League pitcher do what Rick Porcello did with the bat tonight.
Yeah, I mean, nobody expected that. He picked up his team big time, 3 RBIs. The difference in this ball game right now, he pitched a whale of a game, and then he got the big hit off of Max on the fastball that Max wanted away.
Yeah.
Kind of leaked back toward the inner half of the plate.
Max, a great job keeping it close. At least has given his team a chance to make the comeback. I mean, that thing could have gotten ugly for him after 4 or 5 innings with that pitch count elevating so high on a hot night.
Well, he's always going to find a way to get the job done when you talk about Max Scherzer. So he made the adjustments. He got through the ball game. He gave his team a chance to win. That's all you can ask. And now, you know, hopefully they find a way to get a few more runs.
First order of business, keeping this a 2-run game into the bottom of the 8th. And Tim Collins, a former American leaguer, gets that assignment. Rafael Devers leads off, facing Collins for the first time. Five, 6, and 7 for Boston here. Devers, Holt, and Leon. Fastball called a strike. It's 0-2. So for Collins, 16th appearance. Contact guy, 5 strikeouts, 12 hits in 11 innings. Jerry Lane took a look at that low fastball. There's Joe Kelly. Sean Kelly. And by the way, any of you who know anything about the Red Sox, and there's a good strikeout. Devers gone, knows that their closer is Craig Kimbrell. Kelly is his 8th inning guy. So the Nats need to get something going in the bottom of this inning.
Good heater here by Tim. Down and away, perfectly placed.
Brock Holtz had a good night. Hit by a pitch, scored a run on the Porcello double. He's had 2 singles since.
So the Red Sox last time here was 2009. We were in Boston in what, 12 and then 15?
Yeah,
for opening day.
Opening day for them.
Yeah.
After the Nats had opened at home, you're right.
They had that big flag on the monster. Tom Brady threw out the first pitch. I think Belichick was with him, if I'm remembering right. It's a great yard.
And a ball slapped into right. 3 hits in a row for Brock Holt. And of course, that 3-game weekend series back in 2012, that was the road trip that really propelled the Nats to the division title, because they went from there to Toronto and swept, kind of stormed their way through the AL East that week.
Tyler Moore hit like 15 home runs in Toronto.
Bryce was asked a clown question. Yeah, it was some kind of trip. Bryce had a huge series that weekend at Fenway Park. Kind of fun to have some tradition now to look back on. Harper had 3 hits, a homer, 3 RBIs in the Friday game won by Strasburg. He scored a run in the Saturday game won by Gio. And then it was on to Toronto, where he did some big time damage along with Tyler Moore. So Sandy Leon, 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Got the runner picked off. Murphy's got to be quick. Good throw. Defoe 1-3-4 on the caught stealing.
Murph did that like he's done it a million times. He played some first base for the Mets, and you could tell right here. He left so early, I thought he's still going to beat the relay, but Murph met the baseball, which you're supposed to do. Watch the quick exchange. So go out and meet the baseball. See that? All you young first basemen, when a runner goes first, move off a lefty, don't wait for it. Go meet the ball, cut down the space between the throw from the pitcher to first, and then as a first baseman, you're basically turning a double play to second. Nicely done.
1-2 to Leon, and that inning is over. See ya. How quick was that? Collins, a strikeout, a pickoff, and a strikeout. Harper, Murphy, Defoe. The Nats need at least 2. Experience amazing. And by Long Fence. Start living the difference. Visit longfence.com to schedule your free in-home estimate. What a night for the Masson yacht on the Anacostia. Heading downstream toward the Potomac. The confluence not far away.
That's good drinking water, that Anacostia. Washington, D.C. Lexus dealers donate $250 to the Children's National Health System for the first 200 homers hit by the Nats. This year, Murph hit one last time, his first of the year. Lexus experience amazing. Can he do it again?
30-year-old right-hander Joe Kelly, now in his 6th year with the Red Sox. He's always had a great arm, high-velocity fastball. And this year, in 36 appearances, 34 Ks in 34 2/3.
Yeah, one of those starters turned relievers that's really turned his career around. Ooh. I just searched Joe Kelly on Fangraphs and got one that was born in 1871. Let me see what he did.
Yeah, he was more of a sinker slider guy.
I don't think he threw 100 like this Joe Kelly does.
Bryce Harper facing Kelly for the first time. Power matchup here. Bottom 8. And Bryce trying to get on or go all the way around here to get something going for the Nats. On a night when they've had at least a hit in every inning but the first. But tonight the key hit hasn't been there. And as mentioned, they have stranded 8 runners.
See if I can get the right Joe Kelly. This one I'm looking at.
Yeah, this one was born in '88.
Had vodka and chip beef for breakfast before a game. Nope, still coming up. I don't know.
Harper launches one. See you way later. More than halfway up the second deck. And the Nats with 3 long solos tonight, back to within a run. That's number 21.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't care what StatCast says, that's 500 feet, and it got out of here in a minute. That was a bullet. 112 miles an hour. You talk about turning a heater around. .439, 112, and would still be going right now if there wasn't a ballpark that got in the way.
Now Daniel Murphy, who homered last time.
98-mile-an-hour heater.
Oh, 2 now to Daniel Murphy.
I gotta see that one at least 3 or 4 more times, right? Watch this 98. Turn it around, Bryce. My goodness. Look how still his head was on that. Didn't come up out of it, stayed in it, head perfectly still. Ball went far. Wow.
Nine hits, 3 homers. And then he turns one over on Murphy on 0-2 to strike him out.
You want your stat of the night?
Waiting.
The Nats have hit 94 homers. 60 of them have been solo. That's 9th most solo home runs in the big leagues. And 3 tonight. Bryce Harper going deep. Wow.
Wilmer Defoe's 2 for 3. And he faces Joe Kelly first time.
That was before today's game. So 3 solo shots tonight. That's 62 of 96.
So 1/3 of the time there's somebody on when the Nats hit a homer.
Boys are fighting on the horn.
Craig Kimbrell, by the way, is already up and throwing.
Well, with all the blowouts in New York, you feel like he's fresh, right?
Yeah, Sean Kelly said after the game, or rather Sean Doolittle said yesterday after the game in Philly, sometimes it's feast or famine for a closer. He hadn't pitched the entire weekend till he got some action yesterday, and he said that's kind of the way the closer job goes. You might get 4 or 5 in a week and then not pitch for 4 or 5 days. So Defoe works it to 2-2. Speaking of the doctor, the Nats tie it here, he'll pitch, and if they go ahead, he'll pitch. Swing and a miss. Wilmer Defoe down, 2 outs. Pedro Severino has just been called back.
Seems like Joe Kelly is going the off speed after Bryce hit the 98 out of here.
Yeah.
A lot more.
And Mark Reynolds, who's 0 for 1 against Kelly, will be the pinch hitter.
Remember in April we talked about mound visits all the time? I don't even look at mound visits anymore. Do you keep track of them in your scorecard?
No, the scoreboards are doing it.
I mean, it's keeping the game moving. I like that part, but I don't look at it as much as I did.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how we get used to certain things pretty quickly. So after a visit, it's Kelly and Reynolds.
Still trying to wrap my head around Bryce's home run. That was one of the quickest swings I've ever seen, ever. Another off-speed pitch from Kelly. Yeah, he's not going to give him anything to pull. If Mark Reynolds is thinking right center here, he's thinking right. I don't think he's going to try the big fella middle in or anywhere with a lot of plate. Not with that much pop.
(2-0).
Slider.
Target away. Fastball out there, 98, and the count's even.
Good take. All in on a heater. Throws his slider, foul it off. Can't look for anything else when the guy throws almost 100. He's going off speed, I believe. Wow.
Yeah, changeup.
Wow.
Walks the tying run on And Craig Kimbrell's coming into this game. So the tying run is aboard with 2 outs in the 8th.
I don't like the pitch call there. You got a guy that throws almost 100, and he goes 3-2 changeup for ball 4.
Double switch coming. Craig Kimbrell into the game for the Red Sox, and we know him so well.
You gotta be kidding me.
The Red Sox lefty. And for the Nats, it'll be Tanner Roark, who's 3-9, 4.10 ERA. Pretty good battle in Philadelphia Thursday. Only 1 earned run in 6 innings. And remember, an hour early as we get ready for some fireworks here tomorrow. Again, get ready for the early game on Wednesday. So there he is, 5:30 p.m. Nats Extra on MASN.
Love it. Such a strong look.
Craig Kimbrell has 315 saves. 27 of them are against the Nationals. And for the Red Sox this year, he's 24 out of 26.
Yeah, fastball 66% of the time at 97. Hard curveball at 86 miles an hour. Straight down, he just throws it as hard as he can. Call it a slider, call it a curve, call it whatever you want.
New catcher is Christian Vasquez. He'll be batting 9th. And their pitcher now batting in the number 7 spot as Sandy Leon has departed. Michael A. Taylor, the pinch hitter here, with a runner aboard, 2 outs, bottom 8. Taylor, career against Kimbrell, 0 for 1.
He's been great in save situations. A 108 average against, a 478 OPS against, but in non-save situations, a 296 average against, and a 925 OPS. This, however, is a save opportunity, obviously. I think you got to get him early.
And Michael A. Taylor gets that first pitch slider. Vic Carapazza says he went. The familiar setup with the right arm extended, bent at the elbow. And the fastball right side. 98. 4 straight years in Atlanta, 46, 42, 50, and 47 saves. On to San Diego for 1 year, now his 3rd year with the Sox.
Get you a heater, catch it out front. Easy to say.
Strike call on the fastball. Two. Mangale gets off a swing and stays alive.
Kimbrel stayed pretty consistent with his velocity. It's been between 97 and 98 for about, I don't know, since 2012, 2011 he threw 96, 97 and 14 on average, 98 last year for the Red Sox and 97 this year.
Time had been given before Kimbrel threw over.
Yeah, I don't think Mark Reynolds is stealing. Never know, though.
And a good take by Mangale. That thing curving well outside. And now this is big because Reynolds is not one of the Nats' speed guys. And because he's the tying run, Mitch Moreland is hanging at first base to hold him on to prevent the huge leadoff. And then heading to second on a 3-2 with 2 outs. Taylor pops it up short right center. Mookie Betts. It's a 1-run game into the 9th inning. Leadoff homer, a monster shot by Bryce Harper. Conservatively estimated at 439 feet. Come on. 4-3 game for Bryce, number 21.
Teeter teaming up to present the Kids Batting Helmet Giveaway. Sunday, July 22nd. The first 10,000 kids ages 12 and under will get this cool batting helmet on their way into the Nats Braves game at 1:35. For tickets, visit Nationals.com.
Sean Kelly, number 25 on the appearance. 22 Ks and 20 1/3. Jackie Bradley Jr. Then Vasquez, the catcher, and then Mookie Betts here. Hard bunt. Rendon bare hand, and he couldn't keep a clean handle on it. And Jackie Bradley Jr. bunts for a base hit to lead off the top of the 9th.
I don't think if he feels this, he gets him. Never know. His momentum's going so firm into the Red Sox dugout. That's going to be a tough throw across his body from a weird angle. He was basically coming from on the grass, but more towards shortstop. So weird angle there based on the shift.
Spencer Kieboom behind the plate is batting 8th. So here's their number 2 catcher tonight, Christian Vazquez. They put the runner in motion. Now looking up to find the ball, Bradley. And on the catch by Eaton, he returns to first base for the first out. Mookie Betts, home run. Leading off the 7th is now the difference in the game. 0 for 1 career against Kelly. He hit his 21st. Bryce hit his 21st. So Betts 1 for 3 tonight with that solo and a base on balls. Jackie Bradley Jr., a running threat. He is 9 for 9 at first base.
It'd be cool if you could see bat speed on StatCast. We talk about exit velocity, launch angle, spin rate, because Mookie Betts' home run tonight, or Bryce Harper's home run tonight, who had the quicker bat? I think I have to go with Bryce just because it was 98. Just from, you know, the eye test. But Mookie Betts had a quick swing too. We talk about a little guy generating that much pop. Both guys hit their 21st, but who had the quicker swing? Be interesting to be able to measure that. Like club speed in golf.
Now we got the crowd going. Let's go Red Sox left side. Rest of the stadium trying to boo them down. And a 1-1 to Betts. High in the air out to center. To his left, Bryce Harper. 2 down in the top of the 9th. In the bottom of the inning, Kimbrel will face Eaton, Turner, and Soto. Just to give you an early preview.
Yeah, not an easy save by any means. Yeah, those guys.
Andrew Benintendi now, the left fielder. First career batted against Sean Kelly.
Can you imagine the Yankees and the Red Sox beating up on each other all season long, and one of those teams is going to play one game to get in the playoffs?
How about that? The second place team in the AL East will have a better record than anybody from the Central.
Right.
And will be right there with Houston and Seattle, it appears, in the West.
If it stays like it is.
Yeah.
Of course.
Could be a nail biter down to the end.
And Seattle would play Boston. Or Boston would play Seattle, excuse me, in a one-game playoff. If it were today. The Oakland A's are the third place team on the wild card in the American League, but they're 8 games back. That's a long ways.
2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 9th. Did he go? He did. And we're going to the bottom of the 9th inning. Good job by Sean Kelly, Tim Collins, and Brandon Kinsler before him. Here comes Eaton, who's hot, to lead off against Kimbrel. 1-run game.
There's a couple of them tonight. Tough decision. First, Daniel Murphy's first Tater of the year. Check it out. This is awesome. Look at this. Don't you love this? I do. Soak in the numbers on your left and watch the trajectory on your right. And then how about Bryce Harper's? Watch this. That one went a little faster, didn't it? The trail? A little smoke behind the vapor trail. Honorable mention to Anthony Rendon's Tater and Max Scherzer's 1,000th strikeout. So a lot of cool moments. It's been a good ball game here tonight. Nats Sox, not disappointing.
3 solos. Porcello the big hit. Max Scherzer got to 1,000 strikeouts with the Nats. And here's Adam Eaton, who's 0 for 2 career against Craig Kimbrel. And I just got something to say about that camera shot. Our booth takes a lot of shots from people around baseball.
Yeah.
That's the greatest StatCast shot I've ever seen from that camera.
Fantastic.
That sits about 4 feet to the right of FP and about 10 feet away from me. Awesome.
I mean, is asking for 2 more of those too much right now? Good take.
1-1.
Our booth takes a lot of shots from us. Shh. Sorry.
It's a great view. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Kimbrel will bring in the slider to make it 1-2. How to play left side. They're in the bottom of the 9th at Yankee Stadium, 3-3. It appears the Yankees have a runner at first, nobody out. We'll keep you posted if something happens there. Trey Turner next, and then Juan Soto against Craig Kimbrel. 2 youngsters next who've never faced this guy. Adam Eaton, foul ball. Flirting with that line, trying to get on for the 4th time tonight.
Little inside out swing. Yeah, it never had a chance, but from where we're sitting, it looked like it was good for a second.
Adam Eaton just taking now what Kimbrel is throwing at him. He's trying to do too much with anything.
It's like a little fighter in there, like a little boxer is just going to stick his nose in there and do whatever he can to get on base. Pitch number 7 coming.
It's going to stay up and away. He's had a 9-pitch at bat for a single, an 8-pitch AB for a walk, and we'll go at least 8 here. So Adam Eaton has seen 28 pitches. Swing and a miss. Kimbrel always has the 97 or 98 he can go to. 1 out in the 9th.
Yeah, couldn't lay off the high cheese right here. That's where Sandy wanted it, and that's where Kimbrel put it. It's a tough one to take. It's Vasquez back there, excuse me.
Trey 0 for 4 tonight, ball 1. And there he is, Juan Soto waiting. He's been on 3 times tonight. That's pretty tough when he places that thing there.
Yeah, you don't want that yet if you're Trey Turner. Was it in there?
Yeah. Pretty good frame by Vasquez after it got just an edge of the line out there. That one bounces in, 2-1.
Bounced in for a strike.
Right call, low in the zone. 2-2.
That one in there? Trey Turner's had some calls go against him here.
Yeah, if it's low on pitch cast, it was well out of the zone. Turner, right field corner, retreating Mookie Betts onto the track and about 6 or 7 feet short. 2 down.
I thought maybe with the way the ball's been carried tonight in the warm air, this had a chance. Didn't have that crisp sound. I think he got it not on the sweet spot, just on the label, and that was the difference between a tie game and a warning track fly ball for Trey Turner. But on hot nights like this, you never know.
Now the rookie, Juan Soto, the Nats' last hope. A walk, a single, a walk, a strikeout tonight.
Likes to swing at the first pitch in these situations.
And he got a heater, but unreachable up there.
They get another one up there too, I think. pretty good drama.
$39,002 paid tonight. Soto out of play.
Better get it up there if you're going to flirt with that. I mean, there's a fine line between that high fastball and missing about 3 inches low that's right into Juan Soto's turbo zone. And that was flirting with it right there. Just high enough. I'm talking an inch or two lower. You see the pitch number 3? If it gets down by that line you're looking at, that's trouble for Kimbrel. I don't care if it's 99. Juan Soto can get to that.
Slider. And Kimbrel thought he had the game-ending pitch. He can't believe it.
Vasquez jumped at it. That's a bad frame by the Red Sox catcher. Watch how he catches this. That little jump to his knees took a strike away from Kimbrel. And Juan Soto lives to fight another pitch. That was on the catcher. I think he thought it was going to go in the dirt, and he went to block it, and it stayed up.
Soto battling back to 2-2 here.
It's good stuff.
Inside.
One of the best closers in baseball against one of the brightest young stars in baseball. And a 1-run game in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs. Is this any good?
That's the man everybody wants to see get in the box here. Soto gets a piece of it.
This is awesome. I mean, this is worth the price of admission tonight. This one at bat right here, right now.
Juan Soto is on for the 4th time. As impressive a job of patience at the plate you'll ever see from any young player.
I mean, people think walks are easy. Hey, he walked me 3 times tonight. He walked, he gave him a free pass, all the sayings for a walk. He's busted his tail for 3 walks tonight. And that was impressive. Off of one of the best closers in baseball, toe-to-toe. And watch the reaction at the end. Easy take for ball 4, but let's go. He's trying to fire up his ball club. So some walks are easy, some walks are hard. Juan Soto's had 3 walks that he's worked real hard for here tonight, and Alex Cora out to the mound. Do you want? Well, I think he's saying just make Rendon beat you the other way. I think that's pretty simple.
Anthony Rendon has hit against Craig Kimbrel 4 times. Kimbrel has struck him out twice. Anthony has walked 3 times. And that one hit was a 2-run homer.
Nats are dying hard. And whether they pull this out or not tonight, there's been some great signs here. There's no moral victories in the big leagues, but they've played well tonight. This is one of their better games of the season. Win or lose.
Kimbrel is up to 30 pitches now. It took him 7 to get 1 out to end the 8th on Taylor.
Uh-oh. Praying hard. Uh-oh. Green light?
I'd say fastball, yes. Now, his most pitches in any outing this year, 33, June 12th at Baltimore. He's about to throw his 33rd right here.
I mean, he hasn't been near with any of them. I don't think green light here. I don't know. We'll see.
Rendon, and the Nats unlucky again, battling the lights as Benintendi, and the game is over. The Nats had at least a handful of hard-hit line drives right at Boston fielders tonight, and the Red Sox are going to hold on and win it.
I'll tell you this, Nats fans don't want to hear it right now, but you fight like this every night, you're going to win way more games than you lose. And you can't do anything more than that. I mean, you got one of the best closers in baseball on the ropes. You hit a bullet that if you got up in the air a little more is a walk-off homer. And that's all you can ask from your ball club. I'm sorry.
4-7-0 Boston, 3-9-0 Nats, and a frustrating 10 runners stranded tonight. Game 2 tomorrow, Tanner Roark for the Nats, and he'll be facing Boston left-hander Brian Johnson. We're going to have you on the air at 5:30 with Nats Extra. This has been a presentation of Masson. Johnny and Ray straight ahead. Nats Extra post-game coming up. And from Nationals Park, what a battle. So long for just a while.